In today's video, I'm going to show you how to create this really fun lace pattern using fully fashioned transfers. We will work with 12 stitches sections, and you can see that I already have 12 stitches here in the center with one needle out of work on either side, and I'm going to leave that needle out of work for the entire sample. I'm going to begin with a basic idea of the stitch, and then I'll also show you how to create an all over repeat. You're going to need multiple transfer tools for this stitch. We will begin transferring using a 5-prong tool, and then with each transfer we're going to transfer one stitch less than before. So for the next one we'll transfer using a 4-prong tool, 3, 2, and then lastly 1. And one thing to keep in mind to avoid making any mistakes is that with every transfer the same 2 needles will be receiving a second stitch. This is the theory behind the stitch to kind of know what to expect. So let me just demonstrate that. We will begin by grabbing the 5 stitches closest to the ladder, and here we will transfer them one stitch to the right. We'll do the same on the other side and transfer them one stitch to the left. We have now emptied 2 needles, which we'll make sure to put back in working position before knitting the next row, and we've placed a second stitch on the 2 needles in the very center. And like I said before, these 2 needles will be the ones to receive a second stitch every single time. We will knit 1 row. Next we will transfer 4 stitches, so we will be using a 4-prong tool, and you can use the float created by the previous transfer as a guide. We will grab the 4 stitches to the right of that float and transfer them all together one stitch to the right, and we'll do the same on the other side. We will grab the 4 stitches to the left of the float. Knit 1 row. We'll continue with another transfer using a 3-prong tool. Again, we'll grab the 3 stitches to the right of that float and transfer them one stitch to the right, and the same on the other side. We'll do the next transfer using a 2-prong tool. And one last transfer using a 1-prong tool. Once completing this last transfer, we will knit 4 rows. For the next half of this repeat, we will change the direction of the transfer, so we will transfer away from the center, and we will begin transferring using a 4-prong tool. The 2 needles in the center that received the second stitch before, we will transfer to empty 1 needle on either side to begin with. With each transfer, the same 2 needles will again receive the second stitch, and this time these will be at the very edge, and basically are those 2 needles which we emptied when we did our previous transfer. With that being said, we're going to skip that stitch at the edge, and we'll grab the next 4 and we'll transfer them one stitch to the left, so away from the center. And we'll do the same on the other side. We're going to skip the first stitch at the edge, grab the next 4 and transfer them all together one stitch to the right. So like I said before, we've emptied 1 needle on either side of the 2 center needles, and the needles at the very edge received a second stitch. We'll knit 1 row. For the next transfer, just like we did before, we're going to use a 3-prong tool. And again, you can use the float as a guide. We're going to grab the 3 stitches to the left of this float here and transfer them one stitch to the left. And the same on the other side, we're going to grab the 3 stitches to the right of that float. Knit 1 row. Next, we will transfer using a 2-prong tool. And lastly, we will transfer using a 1-prong tool. And again here, once we complete the last transfer, we're going to knit 4 rows. And now to do multiple repeats, we're going to alternate the direction of the transfer with each of these sections. I'm going to begin with this section here, and we'll do the same like I did before. I'll transfer using a 5-prong tool. And I'm not going to do anything for the other 2 sections. I'm just going to knit 1 row. And now we're going to do just like we did before. We will transfer towards the center using a 4-prong tool. For the other 2 sections, we're going to transfer away from the center, just like I did before. The reason why we don't begin these transfers at the same time is so that it's less confusing. We know that for each of the sections, we will transfer using a 4-prong tool, even though the direction of the transfer will be different. But at least we're going to use the same tool, and it's just going to be less confusing. Knit 1 row, and now we will transfer 3 stitches. For this section, we're going to transfer towards the center, and for the other 2, away from the center. We'll transfer 2 stitches next. And lastly, we will transfer 1 stitch. Here we have to pay attention that we're not going to bring the wrong needle in work, which will be the one that is supposed to stay out of work for the entire sample. And now once we completed the last transfer, we will knit 4 rows. So now we're going to change the direction of the transfer for each section. Here we're going to transfer towards the center. And we'll do the same for the other one. Make sure to put the needles you just emptied in working position and knit 1 row. Next, we're going to transfer 4 stitches. Here we're transferring towards the center. And now we're going to also begin transferring for this section that we skipped before. And here we are transferring away from the center. Next, we'll transfer 2 stitches here towards the center and here as well. And for this section, we will transfer away from the center. Next, we are transferring 2 stitches. And lastly, 1 stitch. Once completing the last transfer, we will again knit 4 rows and we have completed 1 repeat of the pattern. To begin a new repeat, again, alternate the direction of the transfer. Here in the center, we're going to transfer towards the center and then here away from the center and so forth. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video and you found it easy to follow. I know there's quite a lot of transfers, but I think the outcome is worth it as we have so much texture and it's just so beautiful. If you would like to download a chart for this stitch, you will find that on my Patreon. I'm going to make sure to link it in the description down below. Patreon is a great platform where you can support my channel so I can continue making videos like this one. Thank you so much to everyone who is supporting me in there. It truly means so much and these videos would simply not be possible without their support. As always, if you do try this stitch, make sure to share with me and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye!